They picked me up at my home. An employee of Putra Power Plant drove us to the airport. We didn't talk much in the car. I only explained to Mia that I was very busy, so I didn't have time to visit the garden after that meeting. We checked in our baggage, walked through the security check, and entered the lounge. After we sat comfortably in the lounge, Mia asked, "Isaac, may I request something?" "Sure," I answered. "I want to book a room in the same hotel as yours," she said. "You haven't booked hotel?" I asked in surprise. "No. What is the point of traveling together if we stay in separate towns? May I know your itinerary? At least we can stay in the same hotel and travel together from town to town," she said. I suddenly had an idea. I was thinking for a while whether the idea could work before I spoke. "I only promised to help you open a bank account in Switzerland. If you want to take me around, I also have a request." "What is your request?" she asked. "Would you be my fake girlfriend?" "I've never thought you would take advantage of me." "No, I don't want to be your girlfriend," Mia answered. "Not a real girlfriend, a fake girlfriend," I said. "Edu said that you have never had an interest to have a girlfriend. I've never thought that you would have an interest to have a fake girlfriend." "Oh, this is so embarrassing," she said. "What? When did Edu say that? Why would Edu speak about my personal life?" I asked. "My accountant requested your personal information in exchange with a peek into our financial statements. I didn't ask her to do that. Honestly, there are some people in my company who want to be matchmakers. I don't have any interest to have a boyfriend, but I appreciate their concern. They act like a family that I don't have," she said. "What else do you know about me?" I asked. "Not much. I know you have 2 sisters and 3 nieces from them. You are a workaholic and you have no interest in women. Your hobby is watching movies, but you prefer to purchase DVDs because you like to collect them in your house. And your favorite sport is golf. That's why you purchase a house near a golf course," she said. "That is a lot. It seems Edo is also interested to be a matchmaker," I said. "Anyway, you don't have a family, so you don't know what it is like to have a family. I am grateful that my parents are alive, but my mother, she always talks about the importance to start a family. Although my parents aren't divorced, they live in separate countries. My mother lives in Amsterdam with my older sister Mary, who is a divorcee with 2 children. My father lives in America with my other sister Priscilla. She didn't get married because she didn't believe marriage works. She thought that by not marrying, she can live together longer with her boyfriend, but they were separated not long after James was born. You see, a relationship is difficult to be maintained. That's why I don't want to be involved in one. Besides, I treat my 3 nieces as if they are my own children. For me, life is perfect as it is. I don't understand why my mother doesn't have the same perspective as mine. Since we are going to stop over in Amsterdam, I will meet my mother and sister there. And in Switzerland, I have to visit my Aunt Clara, my mother's sister. Problem is, every time I visited her, she invited a girl to stay with us. It was very awkward. Clara said that she only did according to my mother's request. I've never thought that having a family can be that complicated," Mia said. "Perhaps if my parents were still alive, I would have married by now. Putra Power Plant might not exist. My father wouldn't approve it. I would continue working in Pertamina. Before I reached 30, my mother would have panicked if I hadn't married, so I might marry by the age of 30 the latest. You know what? I can agree to be a fake girlfriend with 2 conditions. First, we'll stay in separate rooms. Second, there is no romance whatsoever." "Absolutely. I would like to propose the same conditions," I said. Since you've agreed, I will arrange the hotel rooms for you. You've paid for the flight, I'll pay the hotel stays. Wow, thanks, said Mia. You don't mind to stay at my aunt's house, do you? I asked. I will request for 2 rooms. No, she answered. Then I left her to make some phone calls to book the rooms. I've booked your accommodation, I said as I returned to sit beside Mia. Thanks, said Mia. By the way, my colleagues are asking me to ask you whether you would like us to install our battery in your car. It will save you a lot of gasoline. You mean modifying the machine of my 2-year-old BMW and thus losing the warranty? You're kidding, right? I asked. I've told them so, but they kept on bugging me to ask you, Mia said. Now I have a question. Do you have an obsession to eliminate the usage of gasoline and coal because they aren't environmentally clean? I asked. No, I still have friends in oil and gas industry, but that is not the reason. I believe that as the worldwide population grows, we need to diversify our energy sources. Each energy source has a potential negative side effect to the environment. By diversification, hopefully the earth can absorb those negative side effects so we can live healthy. Oil, gas and coal produce carbon dioxide. Nuclear power plant has a catastrophic environmental effect if it leaks. Solar panels reflect back the shine and heat to the atmosphere. We don't know yet what that will cause to our earth. Wind farm will produce wind as its side effect. Birds don't want to be around wind turbines, and maybe humans shouldn't be either. And we don't know yet what that extra wind will do to the Earth's atmosphere. Building a hydropower plant usually involves blocking a beautiful waterfall or flooding the upper part of the river to create a massive water reservoir or both. And my power plant, we don't know yet what possible negative side effect it may produce to the environment, Mia explained. That sounds complicated, I commented. It was close to the boarding time, so we left the lounge. Rather than thinking about Mia's complicated answer, I shifted my mind into thinking about meeting my mother in Amsterdam. These couple of years, I've been reluctant to meet my mother because she kept on nagging me about having a girlfriend. Since I was bringing my girlfriend along, even though a fake one, I was looking forward to see my mother. After all, I love my mother.